And I'm sure that you have heard about insuring jewelry or other high value items. That's called scheduling an item. And a lot of people wonder, if you're already paying for home insurance or renter's insurance that does have some coverage for your jewelry, why would you pay more money for more insurance for something you already have? Well, there's a few reasons to do it. Let's talk about your engagement ring or your spouse's engagement ring. That's something that's pretty emotional, and the only thing that feels worse than losing an engagement ring is finding out that the insurance that you thought you had on it isn't done correctly or wasn't done correctly. So there's a few things to consider. One is just generally, if you lose that ring, is it even going to be covered? Now, for most of the time under a homeowner's policy, it would be covered. There's exclusions on every homeowner's policy based on what's called the covered peril. It's how it happened. So if you get held up at gunpoint or someone kicks in your door and steals all your jewelry, that's going to be covered under the theft coverage of your policy. However, if the ring just goes missing, if you're on a trip, you leave it in the hotel room, you come back and the room is fine, but the ring is gone, that's what the policy will refer to typically as mysterious disappearance. And that is excluded under most homeowners policies under that theft coverage. So when you schedule a ring or you buy insurance specifically for it, this is also called a jewelry rider. You're buying back that coverage. And that's a big deal because is it covered or not? You find out pretty soon that might not even be covered if there's not sign of a burglary. The second thing is, what deductible are you going to pay for it? Now, if you don't have it scheduled, more often than not, the deductible you have for your entire home insurance policy is going to apply to that. So that might be $1,000, it might be $2,500, it might be $5,000, but it's probably going to be high enough that that's an uncomfortable amount to be withheld from a claim on a $10,000 ring. If you schedule that piece of jewelry, you can set a deductible specific to that item, and many people just do $0 to make it really cut and dry. The third thing is, how much are you going to get paid out if it goes missing? And for most homeowners losses for personal property, they're going to adjust it based on replacement cost if you have that coverage. And that's a great way to have claims adjusted. However, with jewelry, what you really want to have them do is look at the appraised value. And when you schedule a piece of jewelry on your homeowner's policy, you're typically going to be required to submit an appraisal. That's going to be on file, and you're going to be able to defend the value of that piece of jewelry, which makes that claim process much, much easier. One of the last things is just the limit of coverage. Almost all homeowners and renters policies have sub-limits for high-value items like firearms, furs, jewelry, stuff like that. And so all these things, if all of this is green light, green light, green light, but then the ring is worth far more than the sub-limit, then you're going to be out of luck and you're not going to get much on that claim. If you schedule the piece of jewelry, then that removes that limit of coverage and you're insuring it for whatever you're insuring it for. And then obviously everyone's going to want to know what this even costs. I know it sounds exciting, so you're going to want to know what it costs. Roughly $11 in premium per $1,000 of coverage per year. $10,000 ring, $110 a year. Very affordable to do. So yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. We'd love to talk you through it. But this is a coverage that I think more people need to think seriously about. This is insurance is something you buy before you need it, and after the ring goes missing, none of this stuff matters if you don't have it set up correctly.